it can be hard to dress goth in the summer. I have a number of lightweight silk pieces that I think would be great summer goth pieces if I just dyed them black. Not really a fan of this floral pattern on this dress. I don't really wear this shade of gray a lot, and this color washes me out. The dye I'm using is not the standard dye you buy that comes in a box or a bottle. This is what's called an acid dye. It is only for protein fibers like silk, wool, or other animal hair. Unlike standard dyes, though, acid dyes require that you add a mild acid to it, usually vinegar or citric acid. I'm using citric acid. I stirred my dye bath for an hour, and here are the results. The pattern is faded but still visible. Ideally, I want it to be totally gone or barely visible, so I think I'll try this one again by itself so that I have an easier time managing the water temperature. Heat is critical in setting acid dyes. I'd say this gray blouse took the dye the best. Pink blouse took the dye pretty well. However, the stitching, of course, did not absorb the dye because it is polyester. I'll have to hit this again with some synthetic dye to make it match. I have that in the mail. Buttons on the blouse, of course, also did not absorb the dye. When I dye it with synthetic dye, it may or may not dye the buttons. In the worst case, I can replace the buttons with black ones. It's not a big deal. Although the results are not perfect, I am pretty happy with them, and I do know what needs to be done to improve them.